exactly what it all means. This first line is the XML declaration. You'll notice it's XML, it is not XHTML. XHTML is an application of XML, and this is the version being used. So this XML declaration has the version of XML and the character encoding that's used in the document. The version will always be 1.0, and the encoding will depend on what language the document's in. For most Western languages, UTF-8 will work fine, and that's the default. If you're using a language that uses different types of characters than Western languages, like for instance Japanese or Chinese or Russian, that use a different set of characters, then you may want a different character encoding. The next line is the doc type. This tells the browser what type of document this is, which type of XHTML is being used. This one is XHTML 1.0 transitional, and that's what you use for most of your standard HTML documents. The other two types are strict and frameset, and we'll look at those in a minute. In a transitional document, you have available all of the HTML4 tags. You have center, you have table, you have font, and all of the presentation markup, all the tags that are available in HTML are available in XHTML 1.0 transitional. So if we look at this document in the browser, we see that there's a yellow box and it has some text in it. And so here in the document, we see that yellow box is made by the table element, and the text is inside of a paragraph element, and it has the font tag for specifying the font and the size. And that looks like this in the browser. In our strict document, you'll notice that the doc type says XHTML 1.0 strict, and the strict documents do not have available any of the presentation. The center tag is not there, the table tag is not there, the font tag is not there. All of these things have to be done with style sheets. And so at the top of the document we have a style sheet, and then down here is the content. And so that document looks like this in the browser. There's the strict version. You see it's virtually the same as the transitional version. There's the transitional, and there's the strict. You can accomplish the same things with style sheets that you can with the tables and the fonts. Finally, the frameset document is for documents that have frames, and we'll cover frames in more detail in a later lesson. In a nutshell, you have 3 frames available. Frame source equals red, yellow, and blue HTML. And that looks like this in the browser. Have red, yellow, and blue. So those are our document types. Again, you'll be using the XHTML 1.0 transitional document type for most of your documents.